Behind the cameras, the truth they never wanted you to hear. A phone call so explosive it changed everything. And court documents that were never meant to see the light of day. Today, an insider brings us the revelation that turned TLC upside down. Hold on tight. You'll never look at TLC the same way again.
I know that he's happy with her, and I know that they have this soul connection. He speaks of that often. And I'm glad that he has that with her. I think everybody should have that.
Tease, stay tuned for the moment that shattered everything. But behind the glitter and tears, whispers of a scandal began to swirl. Rumors about a behind-the-scenes call, a meltdown that no one expected. Coming up, what was said in that call, and why everyone's talking. Today, we take you inside the explosive confrontation that shook the network, and into the court papers that were supposed to remain hidden. Introducing the insider and the phone fight. It was late, the phone started ringing, and by dawn, nothing was the same. According to our insider, someone with direct access to executives, the call lasted just minutes, but the fallout was immense. What those minutes unveiled changed careers forever. What happened that night? Did someone threaten to speak out? Was a beloved star brought to tears? The insider is ready to expose it all, starting with the voice on the line. Excerpt of the explosive phone fight. Too late now. Our lawyers already have the evidence. Tension soared. Insults were thrown. Accusations, infidelity? Financial misdeeds? The insider recalls both sides digging in. Keep watching for the revelation that made headlines overnight. By the end of the call, one person had broken. And within hours, court papers were quietly filed, papers no one ever expected the public to read. Introducing the court papers. These are not your typical filings. Hidden in the fine print, you'll find implications about mismanagement, possibly even misconduct. The insider got their hands on them, and says they contain damning details that could change the public's view of the network forever. What's in those papers? We'll show you the bombshell passages next. Here's the emotional blow. The documents reveal that one of the network's most made-for-TV family sagas was allegedly fueled by internal pressure, contrasting on-camera love stories with off-camera threats of silence. And the twist, the person whose phone call triggered it all was not a star, but an executive, someone who created the show. You're about to hear what she did next, and why viewers were blindsided. She was collapsing under guilt. In the call she said, "I never meant for it to go this far. We started to wonder, what exactly wasn't meant to be seen?" The emotional peak reached that night. A creator, forced to face the consequences. And fans, many loyal for years, left wondering, what side of the story were they seeing, and what was being hidden from them? Let's break down what all this really means. The insider's account, paired with the court documents, raises questions about the ethics behind reality television. Are these stories authentic, or are they manufactured with coercion? The power imbalance, creators versus contributors. Legal strategy versus moral accountability. The audience's trust, once broken, hard to mend. We'll dive deeper, why viewers are calling this the moment TLC lost its soul. The reaction was swift. On fan forums and social media, longtime viewers said they felt betrayed. Comments like, "I watched for the real stories, I feel so deceived. If panic and pressure are the spin behind these real moments, I just can't watch anymore." For many, it wasn't just a TV show, it was part of their lives. And now, doubt has crept in. What's next for TLC, and for its fans? We explore that coming up. Industry insiders say TLC has two paths: double down and control the narrative, or rebuild trust with transparency, and accountability. And for viewers? This is a reminder to ask, are we seeing reality or a story polished for ratings? And when lines blur, where do we draw them? Let's deep dive in full details. Part 2. Let's slow this down. The call lasted just 12 minutes, but every word was a grenade. She was furious. The executive on the line wasn't just upset, they were desperate. You promised this would never go public, one voice pleaded. The other shot back, it's already out of our hands. What was that secret no one wanted you to hear? This wasn't just a simple disagreement. It revealed fractures in the trust between creators and stars, between reality and control. To understand the fight, we have to go deeper. The executive at the center of the call was one of the show's original creators, a woman known for her dedication, but also the mounting pressure of controlling ratings and family drama. On the other side was a beloved star, whose public persona of family harmony was shattered behind closed doors. Rumors of coercion, misrepresentation, and emotional stress began surfacing, sparking the court papers. According to court records obtained by our team, these legal documents reveal allegations of manipulation and silence agreements signed under duress. One passage states, the network prioritized image over well-being, a charge both surprising and heartbreaking. What the papers say changes everything. Coming up, reaction from the fans. Viewers have felt betrayed. On Reddit, one fan wrote, I invested years in their story, now I'm questioning everything. On Facebook, another said, I never knew how much pain was behind those smiles. Remember the tearful confession episode from season 4? At the time, it felt authentic. But the court documents suggest it was shaped, and maybe pressured, from behind the scenes. Could your favorite moment have been staged? The answer will shock you. Beyond the main call, there were smaller, heartbreaking stories. Crew members described tension on set, with some fearing retaliation if they spoke up. We saw the star break down, but no one was allowed to intervene. The cameras never stopped rolling. And just when it seemed the story couldn't get darker, a surprising twist emerges. The real bombshell? The executive who made the call was also grappling with personal struggles, facing threats of being ousted, and the very real fear of losing everything she built. What happened after the call? The fallout was swift and severe. In the days that followed, multiple lawsuits were filed, some stars left the network, and fan trust was deeply shaken. This saga highlights the complicated relationship between reality TV's pursuit of drama and the human cost behind the scenes. For viewers, many of whom saw these stories as reflections of their own lives, the shock was real. It raises a question: how much of reality is curated for us, and at what price? I want them to fix this. Transparency is the only way forward. I'll keep watching, but with new eyes. Part 3. TLC has long been the beacon for real-life stories, families facing extraordinary challenges, relationships tested by culture and circumstance, moments that made us laugh and cry. For decades, millions of American women, especially those aged 30 to 80, have tuned in, connecting with these stories as if they were part of their own family. I remember watching my first TLC show with my daughters. It felt like I was watching real life, unfiltered. The struggles, the joy, it all felt authentic. But what if that authenticity was just the surface? What if behind the cameras, a hidden world of power struggles, whispered threats, and hush money loomed, ready to shatter everything fans believed? Behind closed doors, an explosive phone fight took place, one that insiders say changed the network forever. And when court papers leaked, revealing damning secrets, the fallout went viral overnight. Coming up, the exact moment the call spiraled out of control, and the secret no one expected. It was past midnight when the call came through. The tension was already thick, but no one expected the conversation to go nuclear. According to this insider, the call was the culmination of weeks of mounting tension, pressures from executives, disputes over creative control, and personal betrayals. There was shouting, accusations flying. You could feel the whole company holding its breath, waiting for the fallout. Stay tuned as we reveal the fiery words exchanged, and why this call became the trigger for legal battles no one wanted. You promised me this wouldn't go any further. I trusted you. Trust is a luxury we no longer have. The lawyers are already involved. The papers are filed. You're destroying everything we worked for. This isn't just business, it's personal. Then maybe it's time you remembered what really matters. Those chilling words marked a turning point. The insider confirms that the call's aftermath was immediate and severe, an avalanche of legal actions, resignations, and rumors. What was the really matters part? Coming up, the secret court documents that reveal the truth no one was ready for. These court papers, buried in the legal system and never meant for public eyes, contain explosive allegations. They outline disputes over money, creative ownership, and even accusations of emotional coercion behind the scenes. The papers show just how high the stakes were, and how deeply some people were willing to go to keep secrets. Plaintiff alleges undue pressure to fabricate scenarios for ratings. We'll soon share the most shocking passages, hold tight. The documents revealed a heartbreaking disconnect. On screen, we saw a family united in love. Off camera, the same family was struggling with pressure, manipulation, and fear. The real shock? The phone call came from someone inside the network, not a cast member, but a senior executive. This executive, who helped create the very show fans adored, was now entangled in The real shock? The phone call came from someone inside the network, not a cast member, but a senior executive. This executive, who helped create the very show fans adored, was now entangled in a web of guilt, denial, and regret. She confessed over the phone, tears in her voice, "I never wanted it to go this far. I never wanted to hurt them. But by then, it was too late." You're about to hear what she did next, and why this revelation shattered fans' trust worldwide. This incident shines a harsh light on the blurred lines in reality TV, where authenticity can sometimes be sacrificed for ratings. It raises urgent questions. How much control do executives have? How far do they push participants? And what happens when the cameras stop rolling? Experts warn that without oversight, the pressure to create drama can lead to ethical breaches, casting shadows over what audiences believe to be real life. Coming up, the fan backlash that rocked social media and the response from TLC itself. For many longtime fans, this felt like a betrayal. Comments poured in. "I believed every word, and now I don't know what's true." This call broke the illusion and hurt a lot of people. "I'm done with TLC until they get transparent. I felt like I was part of the family. Then to learn it might be scripted or forced. It hurts." So what does this mean for the future of TLC, and for loyal viewers? Let's explore. TLC faces a crossroads: double down on controlling their narrative, or open the doors to transparency, healing, and real stories. For viewers, it's a call to stay critical, stay compassionate, and remember, the stories we cherish on screen often come with unseen struggles. If this story hit home, if you've ever felt behind the scenes tears when the cameras roll, smash that like button, subscribe for more behind the curtain stories, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment. Share your thoughts below. Did this change how you see your favorite reality shows? Because here, every story has two sides. And it's up to us to listen.